Let me seize this opportunity to tell you about marriage from an African perspective. You say that Black Americans just want a divorce from Africans. That's all. Go in peace. It's not that easy. We all know that in America, you can easily get into a marriage. But can you easily get out? Of course not. Also, we all know that you can go to Vegas, meet a fake Elvis Presley or whoever your celebrity of choice is, and within 3 minutes, you're married. That's easy. But can you easily get out? Of course not. Now, from the African perspective, it is difficult to get into a marriage and even more difficult to get out. You following me? In America, you can easily get in, difficult to get out because of all the court proceedings that you have to go through, especially if it's a nasty separation. In Africa, difficult to get in, even more difficult to get out. You know why? Because Africans take marriage very seriously. You cannot just meet somebody and you take them to Vegas and get a 3-minute marriage ceremony and get a certificate or a marriage license and you're done. No. It's a process on the African continent. It is a process, right? It is a family affair. Your uncles, your aunties, your nephews, your nieces, your friends, in fact, your entire village has to know about this marriage, this union, and they have to be present for it to happen. And you don't just take the lady and go away with. No. Respect. It's what we demand from the groom's family to be given to the bride's family. Respect. I'm sure you've heard about bride price. It's a token. The bride price is a token that the groom's family presents to the bride's family in appreciation of them having raised a beautiful damsel that caught his eyes. All right. And so you don't just show up and say, yes, your bride price, give me the girl. No. There's some poetic presentation that happens. I have been to a few of them, actually several of them. You find a gentleman that comes to get married to a lady in an African culture. He doesn't even talk. Somebody speaks for him. And the person says something like, I was passing by your house. You're addressing the parent of the bride. As I was passing by, I saw this beautiful flower. And I did not want to harvest the flower without permission. So I've come today to ask for your permission. Because I love the look of the flower. And they ask you, who are you? Where are you from? Who are the people who are here with you? These are our own type of background check. We get to know you. Know why? So that when there's an issue in that marriage, the people who came to ask for the lady's hand in marriage, the people who came to pay the bride price, the people who came to make sure that this event goes smoothly, become accountable and responsible to make sure that the union is one of bliss and peace. That's where we are today. Black Americans and Africans. We've had this marriage. However it was done, I wasn't there. You were not there. We are in this marriage. And you're saying, just go in peace? No. Like I said, in America, you can easily get in. Hard to get out. In Africa, it is difficult to get in and difficult to get out. Just like a marriage that brings forth children. You just cannot go in peace. And even if you go in peace, those children that you brought to this world together will forever bind the two of you together. So you and I, African American and African, or Black American and African, there are some things that bind us together that we cannot just go in peace. And just like a marriage from the African continent, the people that were there to officiate, to ask for your hand in marriage, to pay the bride price, They are supposed to be there when things start going rocky, to seek solutions, to ask what's going on, to mediate. That is what I am doing. You cannot just go in peace. I'm not forcing you to stay, no. But I want to understand what is going on. Just like a marriage, we just cannot say, go in peace. We have to talk. Let's vent. Let's pour our hearts out. And I'm so glad people are doing that on this platform. That is where we are. It's not just come and go. No, Vegas, done. Why don't you just go to Vegas and then undo the marriage? You can't. We can't undo the fact that we are together. We have some things that bind us together. African Americans and Africans. We cannot ignore that fact. So this marriage that we are in, before you say go in peace, think about the consequences. You could say there are no consequences, but just like a marriage, there will be consequences. There are offsprings that have been brought forth through this union. I can't even, people tell me, how can this divorce just happen? How? And so let's talk, let's dialogue, let's communicate before we say go in peace. Okay, thank you so much for commenting, for reacting. Thank you to all those who have followed me. Please continue to follow and share and like. I'm here to say, before we say we are divorced, can we talk first? Can we listen to each other? Amicably, for sure. All right? Thank you.